Going on, guys, Jurassic here. Today we're back to World War Armies. We're going to jump into a scrimmage on the American side today. Alright, so it's going to be the Americans against the Russians today. He's got the Chaffe, the Tractor, the PTSU, the T-34, Tank Hunters, Reds, the flamethrowers are quite leveled up. Definitely going to be a hard contender here. Alright, mortar units, you guys are going to come over here and start capturing that. I don't think that you're able to capture any of these flags on your own, but we are going to at least attempt it and see what happens here. So we'll put both of these guys over towards those crates. We got one machine gun unit who should be able to somewhat hold on his own. Hopefully we can get a little bit of backup for him relatively quickly though and be able to take on his fell rocks. We'll see what happens. So this mortar unit's about halfway done. He's going to then move up depending on where he rushes. If he rushes towards A, then we'll go for this little flag over here. If he doesn't, we'll have both of our guys pretty close together. So let's see, mortar unit, let's going to move you across. And then this other flag is going to be our fallback zone. See, let's check back around over here. It looks like we're doing good so far. He does have Reds and a mortar unit also engaging us. So let's see. Oh, and the Pelroxes. See if we can get this crate a little bit closer. Once we get to about the R, we'll start retreating away. Might be able to make it there in time without dying. It looks like we just barely did, so nice. All right, so he's going to come back inside of our territory. Slap down that flag. Looks like he's going to be focusing inside of the other territory like we were hoping, so we'll come over here. Alpha is being captured right now. Machine gunner will be nice and healthy. Mortar unit's going to return back to our base, start capturing that, and then he'll be able to get healthy. So let's grab another machine gun unit, start heading towards this direction. We do have one tower up and running right now. It's almost fully built. Alpha is now secured. Mortar unit, let's get you over towards this territory. I kind of want to stick him in the building just so we can see what's happening. I know he has mortar units relatively close by. Let's see, he's got tank hunters, mortar units. May as well start blowing them up. We got machine gun units focusing on the tank hunters. Bravo, it looks like it's not staying captured, so we might actually be able to run on top of that post and capture it before he starts running inside of that. Mortar units, let's get them closer to the buildings here. Let's see, he's got a fell rocks. Machine gun unit, let's get you inside that building there. Fell rocks is going to be a major issue for us, so we're going to have to work together in order to take these out. All of our troops are somewhat working together here to see if we can manage to stop them. Our mortar units are going to be taking the brunt of the damage right now, so we're going to have to run them away. They do die. The fell roxes are in a trap between two different machine gun units though, and they get wiped out. That's a heavy blow for him. Let's go and grab the half track, move him towards the Bravo post. Mortar unit, head you back to the base. You've done good. Get some repairs. We'll send you back out in a second. Once we get 150 points, we'll be able to slap down the next tower, in which case we'll be able to start generating a little bit more points. This area is still also up for grabs here. Machine gun unit is doing his best to the top them, but we're going to have to run off the post. See here, it looks like he's pulling in another fell rock, so we're definitely going to have to deal with that. Half track's moving inside the zone. Not too concerned about the fell rocks against a half track, honestly. Machine gun unit is going to have some backup, though, is the problem. Let's see.
Coordinate.
Drop a bomb on top of that. Mortar unit, let's go for this house. Half track's going to get inside the zone. Machine gun unit, we're going to have to start going for Bravo. It's the only way to win.
Good to go.
You go for the mortar units. I'm not too concerned about the Reds unit once again. Half track's going to be taking in the brunt of the beating right now. Let's get the other machine gun unit moving across the bay. That building there is almost destroyed, so we're not too worried about that one. Half track focus on his fell rocks, because that's going to be the one that's going to kill the rest of our troops. Bravo is now almost fully neutral. We got him another machine gun unit moving it back over inside his base. Half track's taking quite a bit of a beating from his tank hunters, so we're going to have to retreat them away. We do have enough to get to the tier 2 stage. Bravo is going to be under immense firepower right now, so let's drop a bomb. Looks like he's going to be rushing his troops. Machine gun units, you're going to have to wait a second. Oh, nice. Turn around and fire. Couple shots should do it. It took too long. Alright, so let's see. Other machine gun unit, slowly making it across the battlefield here. Go for that fell rocks and wipe him out. We got another range team moving out. You guys can get across the battlefield. Go for this mortar team, wipe them out, and then we'll go for the rest here in a second. So his mortar units are going to be taking in a whole bunch of damage here. He gets blasted off of the post. Got a Chaffe. Let's go and send him on in here. Machine gun unit, let's go for this house. Alpha is still just hanging out on his own here, so he's doing good. Let's grab another machine gun unit to place him on that crate over there. Let's see here, machine gun units, you're going for the tank hunters. Range team, you go for the mortar units. We're going to wipe everybody else. He's going to be calling in a fell rocks here in a second, though.
Strategic.
All right, so we got them taken out. We don't have 300 points, so we can't do that. Range team, we're going to have to somewhat try to like stay far away and attack this fell rocks at the same time. Come over near the tower. Yeah, we'll get inside this house here. That'll give you a little bit of protection. Chaffe tank, let's take out this little tower over here just to be annoying. Machine gun unit, let's get you over inside this zone.
Let's move, boys.
Range team, go against the fell rocks. Basically, we're blocking him from being able to go inside that building, which is going to be a pain for him. Range team, we're going to have to exit that building. And let's see here.
Okay.
Stick over next to this tower, just trying to stay relatively close together. Chaffe tank is about to wipe out his little tower there. I don't think it's...
At your command.
Will this tank be any good against ground troops, I wonder?
Ready for action.
Priest tank will go against the fell rocks here in a second. Let's see what this guy decides to do. Now that's pretty crazy that his flamethrower is actually doing damage up.
Ready to
It's a bad move for there, buddy. Take out that tractor. We're not doing that again.
pushing.
Machine gun units, go for the tank hunters. And range team, let's go for the mortar units. Chaffe tank's tanking on the tractor. It looks like it's going to be a relatively close battle. We know the priest was, or the Wesp, sorry, was not able to take out the tractor on his own yesterday. So let's see here, level 7. It's basically going to be the exact same level that we fought all over again. Machine gun units, you guys come across the battlefield here. Range team, wait for it. Head back to the base. Machine gunners, go for the tractor. East,
At your command.
go for the tractor. Let's get us another range unit, move them towards the battlefield here. We got a bomb. Let's plant it on top of the Reds units.
Aiming
This
it.
tank's doing what he can against this tractor here. Okay, so the Reds units are taken out. We got another range team moving up inbound. Our guys back to the base. This machine gun unit is super hurt, so we're going to retreat him back over there.
Awaiting your
Let's grab you guys, stick them on the Reds units, drop down a pillbox just to make sure we have a little bit of extra protection. Let's see here, so let's grab you, come against the tractor, grab this light tank, come across the battlefield and start attacking this tractor. Our priest is attempting to wipe it out. It looks like this guy is quite beefy once he starts getting some veterancy abilities. Our machine gun unit is staying roughly around the same HP, so we're definitely going to have to pull him away here in a little bit. Let's see here, the rest of our units are looking pretty good. Machine gunners will stick you inside that house just for safekeepings. He has one Reds unit that he's going to be attempting to figure out where we're going here, so let's use the mortars on them. Range team, let's get around over here.
Ready for action.
Chaffe tank, you go for that tower. You know what? Let's just try to steal this post away from him so he can't build as much stuff. We'll get a pillbox up and running. That should prevent him from being able to get too many reinforcements. He's going to be attempting to drive a tank directly inside of our base here, so we're going to have to get a range on top of these guys immediately. Let's see here. Range on top of this guy immediately. Let's grab another one.
infantry unit is ready for
Slap him over there. Alright, so we got those two troops focusing on that. Chaffe tank, you're actually pretty fast. Let's go for the PTSU. He's going to be going for the invulnerability move, so we don't want to mess around with that too much. Let's slap down a pillbox to surround him. Machine gunner, we can't really do too much against this, but we'll just slap it on there just in case. Let's grab another pillbox. Priest tank, let's go for this tank hunter. This other pillbox over here is going to be taking in a whole bunch of damage. I don't necessarily want to upgrade it since it's so low health, so we're going to just let it do its thing. See here, the Reds units are going to be taken out here in a second. And let's focus on this next one. Alpha is still staying roughly secured. His tank got destroyed. Nice. Turn you around. Upgrade this pillbox. Range team, let's go for this house. Let's see here. Chaffe tank, go for the T-34. Actually, we were in the wrong area. Range team, you go over here too. We're just going to focus on trying to keep everything alive. He's going to be calling in the tractor once again. So let's see. Priest tank, we're going to have to get you outside the zone.
Take out the enemy. Cannons.
We
Fire.
need to make sure Bravo is staying ours. We have to do this. T-34, it turned.
yes, commander.
Now it's going to be heading towards us. So we got our priest tank. The Chaffe is going to be on his own. Our range teams are going to be working together to push this guy around here. See, we got a machine gun unit. Let's get them over across the battlefield into that house just to make sure that's secured. This pillbox over here is going to be surrounded here in a couple seconds by some fell roxes. We definitely want to make sure that's being taken out. We got our tank moving across the battlefield. He's going to be attempting to push them outside the zone. This pillbox around here should be able to do quite a bit of a hurting on anything around in the area. His T-34 is taking tons of damage right now, so it's going to be super close in order to actually wipe him out. Range team's taking in some damage as well.
Thing is ours now.
We're going to need to retreat him away. Priest tank, you go against the Reds unit. Bravo, let's slap down another pillbox around inside of you. Machine gunners are still putting up quite a bit of a fight. Let's just run over here to this mortar unit, make sure these guys are getting wiped out. Drop another pillbox over there. We got 2 different tanks on this T-34. We're just basically trying to hold out. Range team's going to get some help. Chaffe tank, you do your own deal here. Priest tank, let's spin you around. Check back around over inside the zone. So we got our machine gun units taking on this mortar unit. He has tank hunters focusing on our pillboxes to basically stop us from being able to build. So the priest tank, let's focus on the tank hunters. Machine gunners, you guys are also going to be going for the tank hunters as well. If he runs over inside this area, that probably means he's going to hop in the house, so we will deal with that whenever it comes to it. We'll upgrade our pillboxes for light tanks, since it typically does decent against troop types and light tanks. So let's see, machine gunners are going to move across the battlefield against the Reds unit. Ranged team's going to be hanging out over there. Priest tanks hanging out inside the middle. Chaffe tank's getting repaired right now. Machine gunner, where's that one at? Oh, that's the one on Alpha. Alright, so you're doing good. Range team, you go against him. Priest tank will swap you around, start targeting that one. We got 2 pillboxes over in this zone. I mean, he seems like he's the type that rushes. So we might want to actually sit here and do a little bit of base defense. So we'll upgrade these 2 pillboxes inside of our zone, and then we should be good. With those 2 pillboxes designed for light tanks, that's going to prevent him from being able to rush up inside of our base and like very heavy push. So that should slow him down a little bit. Priest tank, we got a PTSU that we need to focus on. Let's see here, upgraded range team, let's get you over in your next targets. Other range team, let's get you across the battlefield here. Machine gunners, let's get you inside of that house just to make sure you can't sit there and do that. We got our tanks moving across the battlefield. He will get inside of the PTSU here in a second. And let's see here, range team's moving across. Looks like he did end up building that tower since we never stood back on top of it. Priest tank's going to be focusing on the PTSU. And for the most part, we're actually going to be ambushing this guy. So let's see, fell rocks, boom, let's drop a bomb. We don't deal with fell rockses. We are saving our big bomb just in case we need it, but it seems like we're actually doing a pretty good job managing the battlefield this time around. Tank hunters are going to be running away from us. That pillbox is a little bit injured. Red's unit's going to be hiding out in the house straight across from us here. So let's get our range unit. You go back to the base. Range unit, let's just stick you a little bit further back here. And let's get the tier 3 unlocked just in case we need it. He has tank hunters moving around, so the priest tank's going to turn on the tank hunters, make sure they get wiped out. It'll also give us a little bit of extra troop capacity in case we need it. This little light tank's pretty good. Seems like this is a very good counter to the tractor, actually. It's only 380 points, and I think the tractor is a 500 point thing, if I remember correctly. But yeah, if you're playing on the American side, this definitely seems like a very good counter. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. See you guys in the next one.